Boy, the crowd at Daly's Place must have been tired after all this stuff was taped. I'm John Renton with my review of AEW Dark. 12 matches, 65 minutes of action. But seriously, Dark Elevation, and then Dark, and then Dynamite, and then Rampage. That's a lot of wrestling to sit through, and even though it was a pretty goddamn hot crowd, they were exhausted at a few points, and you can't necessarily blame them. That being said, it is a great atmosphere, and at least with 12 matches, it didn't go on for fucking ever. That being said, get it down to 8 matches. Have it be the same length as Dark Elevation. I understand when you get more people on the show and get people more experience, but honestly, a few of these matches just didn't need to be there. But anyway, it is what it is. So, Excalibur Taz on commentary, and we get Tony Nese versus Alan 5 Angels. And the match wasn't that bad. It was well worked. I've seen Angels at a couple indie shows, and he can work. He is very good. He took on the champion of the promotion, Kita. And I keep calling, since wrestling is a sport, I keep calling him Sports Kita, because of course I do. I really hope he doesn't watch this, even though I respect the guy, because that might be interpreted as something bad, even though I mean it with all due respect. So, Nese did some good heel work. Angels, fired back up, but after, hitting some pretty good, duck and dodge moves, did get hit with the running knees, 1, 2, 3. And then we get Anna Jay versus Dream Girl Ellie. Anna has improved a lot. Dream Girl Ellie did not get a lot of shots in and fell to the Queen Slayer, and Anna scissored her from behind to get the win. Always nice to have a good, clean, satisfying scissoring between two women. In the ring. That's what I mean. That's absolutely what I mean. I run a clean show. If you believe that, you have never watched my show before. And then the Gun Club. Billy, Austin, and Colton against Rolando Perez, Austin Green, and Don Primetime. Okay. I'm sorry if I, happen to seem like I'm just kind of meh on some of these multi-man matches. It's not that, Billy teaming with his sons isn't cool. I just don't care. The Sons of a Gun, shirt was spray painted out, and Ass Boys was on there because Danhausen has nicknamed them that. And that means Danhausen will probably be coming into AEW once he recovers from his leg injury, which hopefully he is recovering nicely. Quick draw by Austin, a couple minutes for 3. There you go. It was fine. So we get Marina Shafir versus Valentina Rossi, and Marina has actually improved. I mean, she couldn't have gotten any worse in the ring, considering how her and Jessamine Duke were against, or, as far as being like, Shayna Baszler's goons. I don't know why she got some weird Italian orchestral violin stuff for her intro music, but whatever. She got intro music, and one with some kind of triangle. Wasn't bad. And then Bobby Fish beat Ryzen in about 2 minutes with the buzzsaw kick. Ryzen has good size. He just always seems to, unless it's a multi-man match, he's always getting beat really quickly. But he makes opponents look good, so they must respect him. And he's got a good look. I'd like to see more of what he can actually do in singles matches. Layla Hirsch, who is legitimate, by the way, legit Layla Hirsch, Red Velvet and Chris Statlander versus Renee Michelle, Sophia Castillo, and Marina Tucker. Okay, so Sophia has a pretty good look and pretty good size. Is Layla going to go rogue and everything? And I'm not talking about taking the strength from her people, from her opponents or anybody she touches, like the X-Men hero or villainous or whatever it is, depending on, how you interpret Rogue's powers. I'm not talking about that. Would she go rogue and would she just, go out on her own? Could she get along with her tag partners? Well, no. With the way I was wording that, of course not. Statlander did take them all out. Layla did do a blind tag and got the cross arm breaker and left. Got the victory. So there you go. The Acclaim took on Blanco Loco and Axe and Ray. You guys suck more than Nancy Reagan is what Caster said in one of his lines of his rap. And I will say that Ray he did a freaking backflip out the top, pretty damn impressively. He did a bit of ducking and dodging, but he eventually fell to a mic drop. Well, actually, he got knocked out, and then a mic drop happened. 1, 2, 3, Acclaimed win. That's the bottom line. And then we get Jamie Hayter. Fucking Christ, Jamie Hayter. Boy. Jamie Hayter has a star look. She took on Maddie Renkowski. Watching you, Renkowski. I don't know why I started that as a running gag from the first time I saw Renkowski. But why not roll with it? Jamie Hayter. Jesus. God. That's a very good looking athlete. I mean that. She actually has the poise in the ring. She has that I'm pretty good and I know it. Give her a chance to shine. And even though Maddie has improved a bit, she got him some shots. She got just dropped, at one point, I think an attempt at a backbreaker, and then a short brainbuster, 1-2-3. Jamie gets the victory. Dante Martin took on Chandler Hopkins. I remember first seeing Chandler Hopkins a number of months ago and thinking, he's got a good look, and he's got some energy. Dante clearly was a star here. Dante is going to be a fucking... He just screams star. He's going to need time, and it's going to take a bit, but he's already got that magnetism where you want to watch him. Chandler did hit a nice jumping flatliner for 2, but double jump moonsault, easy for me to say. 1-2-3, Dante gets the victory. Sammy Guevara took on Ho Ho Loon. If I recall correctly, Ho Ho Loon was signed to NXT and then actually left to take care of a family member that was sick. And I know that was a few years ago. I think that's what happened. It was sometime after the CWC. Good on him. Good on him for putting family over his career. But apparently, he has done some good stuff since. Kept wrestling. I'm not necessarily, too familiar with his work. I didn't think he was bad. But he actually had some, he has clearly, gotten more seasoning. He did fine here. Sammy Guevara did end up hitting the GTH and then the Crossroads because he's facing off against Cody Rhodes at Battle of the Belts, rather, on TNT on January 8th. Yes, I will be watching that. Why? Why the hell not do more reviews? Why not? Hobbs took on Colt Boom Boom Cabana. Hobbs just really screams star. It's going to be kind of ridiculous if he keeps screaming that or whatever. Hobbs, stop screaming star. You are a star. I don't know what I'm on about. He beat Colt pretty easily with a torture rack. The Hobbs Express. Taz said, we need to get a Hobbs Express, a bus. Yeah, here's the difference. Hobbs actually has charisma, unlike Luger. I mean, Luger was fine as a heel. Hobbs actually is better in the ring. Hobbs needs people to help him look better in the ring, but Hobbs will get better. Luger just coasted. I don't really care for Luger, in case you can't tell. So, Pillman Jr. Took on J.D. Drake. They really do have something with J.D. Drake. I've been impressed with him since the first time they showed him on AEW Dark and Dark Elevation, and he makes the most of his TV time. I haven't seen much of his indie stuff, or, any stuff he does on a smaller scale. There's only so many hours in a day, but I know he's got a following. Cesar at one point got involved behind the ref's back. There was a big old lariat from behind. Good stuff from J.D. Drake. But then Pillman Jr. comes back and eventually hits Eric Pillman 1-2-3. That's it. That's really it right there. Starting next, I'm going to see how things go with doing two reviews, Dark Elevation and then Dark. And if, interest isn't there, I might just combine them. And who knows, maybe if some episodes aren't all that good some weeks, I might just drop them all together. But anyway, not a bad edition of Dark. I mean, not great, but at least it didn't overstay its welcome. Agree, disagree, what I said, like, share, subscribe, Twitter handle in the description. I'm John Ritlin. I'll see you soon.